Throughout history, mankind has conducted experiments that pushed the boundaries of science, sometimes in ways that were bizarre, unethical, or outright terrifying. From secret military projects to inhumane scientific tests, here are the most bizarre experiments in history. Prepare to be shocked, intrigued, and perhaps even disturbed as we unravel the mysteries behind some of history's most unsettling scientific explorations. If you're fascinated by history's strangest mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a new upload. Our first mystery takes us to 1943 at the height of World War II. The U.S. Navy was engaged in a desperate struggle for control of the Atlantic. Rumors began to surface of a top-secret experiment, shrouded in secrecy. This was the Philadelphia Experiment. The objective was to render a warship invisible to enemy radar. The vessel at the heart of this enigma was the USS Eldridge. If the stories are to be believed, the Eldridge vanished from the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard before reappearing hundreds of miles away in Norfolk, Virginia. Some accounts speak of crew members fused with the ship's metal bulkheads. The U.S. government has consistently denied any involvement in such an experiment. Official records show the Eldridge never left Philadelphia Harbor during the period in question. Despite the official denials, the legend of the Philadelphia Experiment persists. Could it be that the government chose to bury the truth? Some proponents point to the alleged involvement of Albert Einstein. While the idea of teleporting warships remains speculative, the Philadelphia Experiment continues to fascinate and intrigue. The pursuit of scientific advancement can lead to both wonder and terror. One dark chapter unfolded in Japanese-occupied Manchuria during World War II. This was Unit 731, a place where science was twisted into a tool of barbarity. Under the guise of preventing disease outbreaks, Unit 731 conducted horrific experiments on live human subjects. The victims were mostly Chinese and Russian prisoners of war, along with civilians. Within Unit 731, doctors subjected prisoners to vivisections without anesthesia. They infected men, women, and children with deadly diseases like the plague and cholera. Limbs were amputated to study blood loss, frostbite inflicted to understand human endurance. The goal was to develop biological weapons capable of mass suffering. Following Japan's surrender, the full extent of Unit 731's atrocities slowly came to light. The United States controversially granted immunity to many researchers in exchange for their data. The legacy of Unit 731 remains a stark reminder of the ease with which science can be corrupted. The horrors of Unit 731 force us to confront a chilling question. How could seemingly ordinary individuals be complicit in such acts of barbarity? This question lies at the heart of one of psychology's most famous and controversial experiments. In 1961, Yale psychologist Stanley Milgram set out to understand the limits of human obedience. Participants were told they were taking part in a study on memory and learning. They were instructed to deliver electric shocks to another person whenever that person answered a question incorrectly. Unbeknownst to the participants, the shocks were not real, and the learner was an actor. As the experiment progressed, the shocks seemingly increased in intensity. The participants faced a stark moral dilemma. Despite their initial hesitation, the majority continued to deliver what they believed were potentially lethal shocks. Milgram's findings revealed the unsettling truth that ordinary people, when placed under the pressure of authority, are capable of inflicting significant harm on others. The Milgram experiment remains a cornerstone of social psychology. It serves as a stark warning about the dangers of blind obedience and the importance of individual conscience. And if you're enjoying these shocking experiments so far, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel. The idea that our thoughts could be manipulated by external forces is a fear deeply ingrained in the human psyche. During the Cold War, this fear transitioned to reality with the CIA's top-secret mind control program, MKUltra. Launched in the early 1950s, MKUltra was born out of a climate of paranoia and suspicion. The CIA sought to develop psychological weapons capable of extracting information and influencing behavior. MKUltra's methods were as varied as they were unethical. LSD was administered to unsuspecting subjects, including CIA employees. Military personnel were also involved. Civilians were not spared either. The agency sought to understand the drug's effects on consciousness. Hypnosis, electroshock therapy, and sensory deprivation were also explored. Subjects were subjected to extreme psychological torture. The program's existence remained hidden from the public for decades. It was only in the 1970s that the horrifying truth began to emerge. MKUltra stands as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the seductive allure of mind control. Power, even the illusion of power, has a profound effect on human behavior. This unsettling truth lies at the heart of the Stanford Prison Experiment. Conducted in 1971, the experiment was the brainchild of psychologist Philip Zimbardo. Zimbardo recruited 24 male college students, randomly assigned to be either guards or prisoners. The guards quickly became abusive, subjecting the prisoners to psychological torture. The prisoners exhibited signs of learned helplessness and extreme emotional distress. The experiment, originally slated to last 2 weeks, had to be aborted after just 6 days. The Stanford Prison Experiment remains a landmark study in social psychology. It demonstrates the powerful influence of situational factors in shaping human behavior. The experiment serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of accountability and oversight. It underscores the fragility of human nature and the potential for abuse when power goes unchecked. Our journey into the bizarre and unsettling concludes with a tale shrouded in mystery. It is the story of the Russian sleep experiment, a chilling legend. As the story goes, Soviet scientists conducted a terrifying experiment in a secret facility. 5 political prisoners were locked inside a sealed chamber, filled with an experimental gas designed to keep them awake. The scientists eagerly recorded every descent into madness. Days turned into weeks, and the prisoners' behavior grew increasingly erratic. They devolved into states of paranoia and delusion. Driven to the brink, the subjects reportedly turned on each other. When the chamber was finally breached, the scene was one of unimaginable horror. The prisoners, their bodies mutilated, begged for the gas, even as they clung to life. While the Russian sleep experiment is widely regarded as an urban legend, it taps into our deepest fears. It serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that some lines are best left uncrossed. From teleporting warships to mind control experiments, history is full of eerie and disturbing scientific endeavors. Some were conducted in the name of progress, others for sinister motives. The stories we've uncovered today serve as a stark reminder of the double-edged sword of scientific progress. Which of these experiments shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more mysterious historical content, subscribe and turn on notifications.